So this is Dragon Ball Z, or as you probably know it, the first draft for Dragon Ball Evolution. Best script ever. Actually, this one's surprisingly better than the movie. So yeah, right? This was written by Ben Emery, and he just like binged all of DBZ and then wrote this script. So it's pretty crazy. All right. So, everyone ready?
Let's do this.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
All right, man, have at it. Dragon Ball Z. Fade in. Exterior. Mount Paozu. Morning. The sun rises over Mount Paozu. Aerial shot whizzes past the pictured perfect postcard of a mountain to an exterior, Gohan's cottage. Morning. A quaint little farmhouse on the side of the mountain. There is a large field of crops and a stone courtyard surrounded by beautifully trimmed bonsai trees. Meet Grandpa Gohan. Yeah, 80s, but he looks good. A sprightly old fellow with kind, wise eyes. Real gilf. Gohan is this is a PG-13 show.
Yeah.
Real guy you take home to grandma. Gohan is in the courtyard doing intricate martial arts moves with a red bow staff. Despite his age, Gohan is a powerful martial artist. The door to the cottage opens and a handsome, spiky-haired kid with a strong athletic build strolls out. The kid wears a white monk's outfit with leggings. Think monk's robes designed by Sean John. Meet Goku, 17 plus years old.
Are you ready to practice, Goku?
Well, I was hoping that we could take a break from...
No time for talk! Fight!
Swoosh! Wow! Gohan swings his bow staff at Goku's head. Instinctively, Goku ducks and then lashes out with a blinding combination of moves that Gohan is barely able to evade. The level of the battle becomes more and more intense. Goku's skills are beyond phenomenal, bordering on supernatural. Gohan kicks a boulder 4 feet in diameter in the air. He spins and kicks it in Goku's direction. Goku punches the boulder with a fist, pulverizing it into little pieces.
Yeah, that's right.
The fight moves over to an obstacle course of sorts, a myriad of wooden posts of different heights and circumference. Goku and Gohan leap on the lowest, widest posts. Gohan attacks Goku with a bow staff. Goku ducks and evades, then hops to a higher, narrower post. Gohan follows, upping the intensity of the attack. Goku ducks, evades, attacks, then leaps higher. The higher they go, the narrower the posts get. Gohan whacks the post that Goku stands on. It begins to rock and sway. Goku wobbles, fighting to keep his balance.
Higher!
Goku leaps to the tallest, narrowest post, some 40 feet from the ground. He is fighting to keep his balance even before Gohan attacks. Gohan lashes out at Goku with the most intense volley of attacks. Gohan attacks with the intensity that frightens Goku. Then, whack! Gohan strikes the post and Goku loses balance and falls 40 feet to the ground. Ah! Crack! He hits the ground, smacking his head painfully on a boulder. A second later, Gohan stands over the fallen boy, holding his bow staff. Goku rises from the ground, rubbing his sore head. We see that the boulder he hit has been shattered by the blow.
What did you do wrong?
My white crane technique was off balance.
All your techniques were off balance.
I know.
And what is the pinnacle of martial arts excellence?
To achieve supreme balance.
How do you achieve supreme balance?
To understand the balance of time.
And how do you begin to understand the balance of time?
I don't know. Tell me, Grandpa.
I cannot tell you because it cannot be taught. It can only be understood, and that will come with time. But when you do understand it, you will be faster and stronger than anyone or anything in the universe.
Goku eyes Gohan's bow staff.
When can I practice with the power pole?
In time.
It's always about time. Why can't I learn things now?
Don't be too eager to learn everything right away. There are some things out there that you're not ready to know about. You'd better get ready for school.
Easy to say from an 80-year-old, right?
Long, long ago, in the time of the Great Eclipse, before history was lost, our world was a very different place.
Faded. On a TV monitor, pixelated images fill the frame. We are watching a Ken Burns-like educational documentary, scratchy newsreel type video, old photographs, artist renditions and the like give visuals to the fantastic yarn being told.
This is our planet today.
We see clean video footage of a blue Earth-like planet, futuristic spacecraft whiz past. Is it Earth? The landmasses are completely different. It's as if the Asian continent were jammed into North America.
But this is what the planet will probably look like in the 21st century.
The video dissolves to an artist's rendition of the planet Earth as we know it. The title of the documentary comes up, Mythology Today.
How did our planet change so drastically? Science tells us of the natural shifting of the tectonic plates, but popular mythology speaks of something more fantastic.
A dramatic Francisco Goya-like painting, a humanoid alien in a white turban and flowing white cape. Cheesy dramatic music plays.
Strange creatures who landed on our planet in search of the 7 mystical orbs of power.
An artist's rendition of 7 grapefruit-sized spheres with 5-point stars numbering from 1 to 7 painted on them.
Dragon balls, as the legend had it. Once all 7 Dragon balls were gathered, a
very comic bookish drawing of a dragon rising from an ancient temple.
dragon would emerge and grant the gatherer a single wish. For the invaders, led by their leader Piccolo, wished to dominate the universe, and the Dragon Balls were the key.
As the documentary plays, the camera pulls back to reveal a darkened classroom. Interior, Mount Pausu, high, history class, day. Bored high school students sit at desks watching the documentary. Some are snoozing.
But the Dragon Balls had protectors. 7 great masters with mystical powers.
How about our narrator there? Gives me chills. Like I'm listening to National Geographic. It's amazing. Good job.
On screen, we see an artist's depiction of 7 great masters. They are of all different races, some younger, some older. They all wear orange Shaolin-style monk suits with white leg straps. The outfits look very similar to Goku's. The camera tracks to Goku as he stares dreamily at Kira Palu, a cute blonde girl sitting in the next row. She is oblivious to his adoring gaze. The video is turned off and the lights come up. End title sequence. The teacher, a droll, passionless man with a flat, sarcastic voice, begins to query the class on what they just saw.
So, can anyone tell me why this myth that a demon from outer space was responsible for the destruction of the world still persists? Anyone? How about you?
Slam! He smacks his pointer on Goku's desk, snapping Goku out of his romantic haze.
Goku.
Goku was taken off guard.
Huh? What'd you say?
If you were paying attention to me instead of Miss Palu over there, you would have known.
Everyone in the class laughs. Goku turns red with embarrassment.
The question was, why does this myth that a demon from outer space destroyed the planet still persist in this day and age?
Well, technically it wasn't actually the demon Piccolo who destroyed the Earth. It was Uzaru, the destroyer that did the actual destroying. And they weren't from outer space, they were from the planet Namek.
You don't say.
Goku launches into his explanation with the zeal of a Trekkie, extolling the virtue of the next generation over Deep Space Nine.
Whoa! Hey, it's not Firefly.
And we lost them.
No. And when did Goku become a surfer? Yeah, see, Piccolo was unable to defeat the 7 great masters on his own, so he summoned Ozaru, the beast he had sent to Earth to hide amongst the humans. So when Ozaru began to decimate the planet with these powerful blasts of dark energy summoned from the newly eclipsed sun, the masters could no longer focus their attention on Piccolo, and that in the essence...
Goku looks around at the teacher and his classmates staring at him. He realizes that he is rambling on like a geek.
was their downfall.
A moment of silence. Then a student blurts out from the back of the class, "Dork!" The classroom bursts into laughter. Goku lowers his head in shame. Kirapalu turns and notices Goku for the first time. She laughs at him, but it's kind of a sweet laugh.
Okay, settle down now. That was a great explanation of how the Earth was destroyed in this mythological tale. But the question was why this mythology still persists.
I don't know.
The reason these myths exist is because of fear. That's right, fear. You see, much of history was lost in the cataclysm of the 21st century. Civilizations were lost. Millions upon millions of people died. And science has no solid answers as to why. The popular belief being that the gravitational pull of the sun and the moon caused the shifting of tectonic plates. Now we are facing the same solar eclipse that precluded the end of the world 2,000 years ago. People are afraid. The fear is not so much that they will die. The fear is that they will die because of something as random and unromantic as a freak natural disaster. No, these people want drama in their lives and in their deaths.
The teacher walks over and stares at Goku.
This Dragon Ball fantasy of evil demons, virtuous warriors, and magical dragons is nothing more than a fairy tale embraced by lost souls who want to make their otherwise insignificant lives significant.
Cut to. Bet you were really happy with that voice until you got to my monologue. Interior, Mount Paozu High, hallways day. The bell rings and students swarm into the halls, with the exception of a few next-generation looking vending machines and a couple of anti-gravity skateboarders whizzing by. This high school of the future looks pretty much like any other high school you've ever seen. The fashion is kind of a futuristic fat farm.
B-H-A-T, fat, B-H-A-T.
Goku strolls down the hallway, slinging his backpack on. He sticks out like a sore thumb in his monk's outfit. A couple of jocks stroll past. The biggest one, Johnny Frank, plucks at Goku's robe.
Nice suit, Piccolo.
This is a great master suit, not...
Slam! Johnny pushes Goku into the lockers. The jocks stroll off laughing. Goku glares at the jock. He balls up his fist so tight that his knuckles crack. Then...
Not allowed to fight. Thanks, Grandpa.
He slowly unballs his fist. Goku looks around. In slow motion, the hallway is teeming with happy, good-looking kids all paired off into attractive, well-adjusted cliques. Goku looks at his weird monk's robe. It's clear that he feels isolated. At normal speed. A second later, Goku is flanked by two nerdy-looking boys who also wear monk suits. These are Goku's best friends, Cal and Mulan. Three misfits in a sea of normalcy. Dude, I heard you got reamed in history class today.
I don't want to talk about it.
Cal pulls out two plastic protected Dragon Ball training cards.
Check it, Goku. I totally scored, man. I got both the Nameless and the Archaeologist trading cards, yeah.
Good for you.
Cal is shocked at Goku's lack of enthusiasm. He shoves the cards in Goku's face. Insert of the cards. We see the image of the Nameless, a hooded, dark-robed figure with his face obscured by shadow. In his chest is an ornate tattoo. Then we see the image of the archaeologist, a handsome Indiana Jones type in wireframe glasses.
Dude, I'm talking about the Nameless. Only the greatest of the great mastery of master in the Kameshia wave.
Clearly Cal has not mastered that. The most powerful move in all of martial arts. Back to the scene. Goku spies Kira Palu at her locker, struggling to get it open. Goku sees an opportunity.
Yeah, whatever.
Goku gathers his nerves and approaches Kira. His friends shake their heads sadly.
Hey, can I help you with that?
Yeah, thanks. I think it's stuck.
Goku fiddles with the locker, then ka-chunk! It opens.
Thanks, Goku. You're a lifesaver.
I have the same problem with my locker, too. You know, the mechanism gets all stuck and all.
Yeah, I hate that.
It sucks.
There's an awkward silence as the two stare at each other, kind of half smiling. Then,
Well, gotta go.
she turns and walks away. Goku winces as he watches her walk away, a missed opportunity.
Why didn't you get her number?
Then Kira turns around and looks at Goku.
I'm having a party at my house this weekend.
Goku lights up like a Christmas tree.
I'll be there.
Cal and Mulan stroll up to Goku, staring at him in awe. Dude, what are you doing? That's Kira Palu. She's like totally out of your league. Dissolve to interior, Mulan's house, basement, evening. Goku, Cal, and Mulan sit at a large flat-screen monitor playing a video game called Dragon Ball, Lair of the Eternal Dragon. Goku maneuvers his character, the archaeologist, through the maze-like corridors of the ancient temple. Goku makes his character leap and jump over traps, avoiding blades that spring out of the walls, hopping over trapdoors, cleverly disguised as floor tiles, running up the side of walls to avoid collapsible floors. Then he falls through a trapdoor, and his character slides down a winding shaft.
Dude, you just fell into a trap. You're sliding down the shaft to the sacrificial chamber. You're dead.
Not if I can.
Goku makes the character stand up as he slides, then at the last minute, he jumps down a front somersault in the air and schlack is impaled by one of 100 pointed spikes.
What kind of sound is a
He's dead.
schlack?
Have you ever been impaled by a spike? That's a schlack.
Fair enough.
Everyone knows that.
Shit, where was I?
Cal.
Oh, yes, sorry. Told you. There's only one way to survive the sacrificial chamber slide. You count 15 perfect seconds from the second turn. It's gotta be 15 perfect seconds. Then back somersault, and if you survive, here, let me show you.
Cal resets the game. He makes the character slide down the shaft, counts a perfect 15 seconds, then whoosh back somersaults and thump!
The only downside is that there's no escape from the sacrificial chamber.
What's with you, Goku? You never fell for that trap before. You're the Dragon's Lair master. What's on your mind?
I think I'm gonna go to Kira's party this weekend.
You can't go. This weekend's your birthday party. That's when we have our killer Dragon Ball party and celebration.
Yeah? So what?
What? Dude, you're not seriously thinking about breaking the tradition. On your birthday, Grandpa Gohan always throws you a Dragon Ball party. We play Dragon Ball, then you show us some new killer moves. Mulan does some awkward martial arts techniques.
Come on, guys. Do you really think that 3 18-year-old dudes and an old man sitting around eating cake and playing Dragon Ball is better than going to a real party with real girls?
Cal and Mulan enthusiastically nod yes. Absolutely! Goku shuts off the TV.
For once, I'd like to go to a real party.
Dissolve to exterior Gohan's cottage, fields, day. Goku and Gohan climb on a futuristic-looking tractor. Despite its high-tech design, it is filthy and beat up. It looks like it's been held together by chewing gum. It putters off into the fields. Goku seems pensive.
Grandpa?
Yes?
Well, tomorrow's my birthday.
Yes, you're 18th. A big day.
There's gonna be this party in Shippingport that night. I was wondering if I could go.
I already have your birthday planned. In the morning, we do chores. In the afternoon, I introduce you to a new technique. Then in the evening, Cal and Mulan will come over and we'll play Dragon Ball.
Play Dragon Ball? Do chores? Train? Learning new techniques on my birthday present? What am I training for? You never let me fight! Some jerk pushed me in school yesterday. I could have flattened him with one finger.
You are not training to fight students in high school.
Then who am I training to fight?
You will know when the time is right.
Goku flies off in a teenage, raging, hormone-induced huff.
When the time is right! When is the time gonna be right for me to have a life? It's always Goku you have to train. Goku, it's time to do chores. The only fun you let me have is playing Dragon Ball with the only 2 kids in the school. Weirder than me. Why can't I be like the other kids?
It's just a brief moment. Zach is going to walk around. If you're a latecomer to this, go ahead and write your name on these sheets of paper. We're doing a raffle for
Who
these.
hasn't signed up yet for the
Yeah,
raffle?
raise your hand if you want to do it. About 7:15, we'll start a raffle for these Funkos. If you haven't put your name down.
Where am I?
Grandpa Gohan.
Because you're not like the other kids, Goku. You're special.
I'm tired of being special. I want to be normal.
Goku grabs a bushel basket and heads off into the field, harvesting the odd vegetables growing. His anger turns to sadness.
Oh, what's the use? The way things are going, I'm gonna be King Dork for the rest of my life.
Gohan looks at the sullen teen dutifully doing his chores. Gohan can't help but feel sorry for Goku. Gohan reaches into the back of the tractor and pulls out a package wrapped in brown paper. He walks over and hands it to Goku.
I was going to wait until tomorrow to give this to you, but I figured you could use some cheering up now. Happy birthday, Goku!
Goku unenthusiastically unwraps the package, revealing a very cool orange monk's outfit. Goku looks at the robe in disgust.
It's the suit of a great master, a protector of the Dragon Balls.
Oh, great. Just what I need.
Goku turns and walks away, leaving the orange outfit sitting on the tractor. Gohan stares sadly at Goku. Then, up at the sky, the sun is beginning to set over Mount Paozu. The view is nothing short of breathtaking. I thought this was more exciting. I'm sorry for that up in the sky. The sun is setting, and the moon is rising. They are alarmingly close. An eclipse is drawing near. Cut to exterior, West City, establishing, night. In stark contrast to the quaint countryside that Goku lives in, West City is a sprawling metropolis as big as the state of Rhode Island. A place of amazing technology. Skywalks and moving sidewalks link towering skyscrapers, some over a mile in height. Advertising seems to be festooned everywhere. Exterior, the Capsule Corporation, establishing, night. The building is titanic, nearly a mile in height. It's so high that the top of the building disappears in the clouds. Interior, the Capsule Corporation, night. Most of the building is dark. Lighting from outside shines in through the large plate glass windows, giving the corridors an eerie, almost cathedral-like effect. A dark female intruder, 20s, beautiful, in an evil sort of way. Steals through the corridors, ducking in and out of the shafts of light like a wraith. She makes her way into the Capsule Corporation, Lab 1. A high-tech laboratory festooned with stainless steel equipment, blinking multicolored lights. In the center of the glass chamber sits a glowing sphere of some sort. Oh no! Whoa. More ominous than we were going for. It glows because it is being bombarded with several red laser beams. To the side of it sits a small handheld device labeled the Delocator Prototype. An evil smile crosses the intruder's face. Cut to Lab 2. A female scientist sits with her back to us. Her face is buried in an electron microscope. Her fingers tap away at a keypad. A myriad of equations stream across the flat monitors. On the TV, the financial report is on.
And in financial news, stock is the once unstoppable Capsule Corporation continues to plummet. Word of a possible takeover.
Oh, shut up.
The scientist shuts the TV off. Suddenly, an alarm goes off. The young scientist turns and we see her face for the first time. She's gorgeous. Meet Bulma Briefs, 20. A beautiful young scientific genius with attitude to spare.
What the?
She leaps out of her chair and rushes into the Capsule Corporation Lab 1. She sees the glass container that held the sphere. Only the glass has been cut open as if some powerful heat source. And the sphere is gone. Bulma freaks.
Oh no, 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 no.
She looks to where the handheld device was. It's gone.
No!
Suddenly, something catches her attention from the corner of her eye, a shadowy blur. The intruder bolts out of the shadows and through the door. Old Bulma catches is her black coat blowing through the door. Bulma leaps into action. She smashes a glass pane labeled security, presses her palm into a palm reader. Another door opens and Bulma pulls from it a pistol. She bolts out of the door in pursuit of the intruder. Interior, the Capsule Corporation corridors. The intruder disappears around the corner. Bulma turns up the steam in hot pursuit, and pow, 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 she caps off shots. But the intruder dodges and weaves.
How's that go again?
Pow, pow, pow!
There we go.
Yeah, sorry. Oh, pow, pow, pow! Okay. But the intruder dodges and weaves gracefully. She turns and tosses a shuriken throwing knife. Bulma slides under the spinning blade like a baseball player sliding home. The blade slices clean through a steel pipe. Bulma caps off several more shots as she slides. Then a phalanx of white-suited security guards round the corner and block the intruder's way. Without breaking a step, the intruder runs up to the side of the wall, defying gravity, and runs through the stunned guards. Whap, pap, oof, whap, pow, boof. I'm right. The intruder lashes out at the guards with lightning-quick martial arts moves. In less than 4 seconds, the security guards fall to the ground, dead or unconscious. Pick one. The intruder stands behind the down guard, smiling wickedly. She licks her lips suggestively at Bulma, then darts into the stairwell.
Oh, no, you don't!
Bulma is a determined girl. She leaps to her feet and gives chase, darting into the hallway. Interior, the Capsule Corporation stairwell. The intruder is several floors above her. Bulma darts up the stairs like an Olympic sprinter until she finally reaches the rooftop. The intruder is darting across the great expanse that is the rooftop. Bulma gives chase.
Stop!
The intruder reaches the edge of the building. Nowhere else to go but down. She stands on the ledge. Bulma approaches with her pistol drawn. She approaches casually.
Hand over my things or I drop you.
The intruder blows a kiss to Bulma, then leaps off the ledge to certain death, no doubt. Bulma rushes to the... terrifying. Bulma rushes to the ledge and looks over in time to see the intruder fall and disappear in the low cloud cover. A second later, whoosh! A jet-like aircraft whooshes out of the clouds and rips past Bulma. The intruder is at the pilot's seat. She waves at Bulma as the craft rockets off into the night.
Shit.
Smash cut 2.
Shoot!
Exterior, open sea, night. The jet-like aircraft rockets across the ocean to what looks like a storm at sea. A dark cloud stretches from the sky to the sea in one unbroken column. Flashes of lightning periodically illuminate the cloud. The aircraft enters the storm cloud and is instantly buffeted by strong wind and heavy rain. The craft begins to descend to a massive oil tanker. Yeah, I know. I hate when they use. It's a big oil tanker. 4 normal oil tankers in size. It cruises through the choppy sea. Oh, there's way more of this. Let's just skip all that. Interior oil tanker throne room. In the middle of the antechamber is a high-tech control chair. The armrests are lined with blinking control lights. The chair is illuminated by a solitary shaft of light and almost seems like a throne of sorts. Ooh. The rest of the massive room falls into shadow. Sitting on the chair is Pilaf, a short, diminutive albino man with a bald head crisscrossed by blue veins. He stares out at us with sickly pink eyes. He's flanked by his bodyguard, Sho. Hope I'm saying that right. A large, heavily muscled man dressed like a high-tech ninja. A hood and mask cover his face. Mai nods to Pilaf.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Mai opens up a black case. The glowing object illuminates Pilaf's face. He smiles wickedly. Mai holds up the stolen DBE locator.
We can use...
Sho walks over and stands next to me. Mai. Pilaf nods to Sho. Sho makes a militaristic hand sign. And as if on cue, the thump, thump, thump of marching feet is heard. An army of high-tech ninjas, dressed much like Sho, emerge from the darkness of the craft, 50 strong. On closer inspection, we can see that they are a mechanical organic mix. These are the Haiji warriors. The Hiji warriors. Pilaf looks at his army favorably.
All right, now find them all. Kill everything that stands in your way.
pull back it up to reveal the entire antechamber. It is designed just like a Dragon Ball board game. Match dissolved to interior Gohan's cottage living room night, close on a Dragon Ball board game. The dining room is decorated for a party. The game sits next to a big birthday cake on the dinner table. Gohan is placing the last of 18 candles on the cake.
Goku, are you ready? Your friends are going to be here.
Suddenly, Gohan is shaken, as if by a jolt of electricity. He stares wide-eyed at us, almost as if in a trance. The match burns his fingers and shapes and snaps him out of the haze. Gohan rushes into his study. Gohan opens his closet. He slides open a secret panel, then opens a floor safe. He is enveloped by an orange glow.
It has begun.
Dun dun dun.
Interior.
Dun dun dun.
Audience participation is great. If you guys want a dun dun dun, go for it, okay? Interior, Gohan's cottage, Goku's room. Gohan enters Goku's room, urgency in his demeanor.
There is something very important I must tell you. Goku?
It seems that Goku is in bed with the covers pulled over his head. Gohan pulls the covers back to reveal a bundle of dirty clothes. Goku is gone. Suddenly, the front doorbell rings. Gohan opens the door. Cal and Mulan are there.
Boys, do you know where Goku is?
He's not here.
Smash cut to exterior Paozu Forest, evening on the road. Goku putters down the road on a rickety tractor. The dim headlights illuminate the dirt road leading through the dense forest. He is dressed in normal clothes. Goku rehearses his pickup lines.
Hey, Kira, you look really nice tonight. Wow, Kira, you look super hot.
Suddenly, the tractor sputters and dies. The lights die, and the forest is plunged into complete darkness.
Oh no!
Goku jumps off the tractor, opens the hood, and starts to tinker with the engine. Suddenly, he hears a snarl. Can anyone snarl? Oh, there you go. Thank you so much. Goku looks up, staring around the darkened forest. He sees nothing. He goes back to working on the tractor. Another snarl. Goku looks up. From the darkness of the surrounding woods, he sees a pair of glowing red eyes. Then another pair, and another. Before he knows it, he's surrounded by wolves. Goku, yeah. Goku leaps up in a martial arts stance, then they attack.
No!
But we're gonna do the drawing in about 9 minutes. We have a bunch of new people. Do you mind if we? This is the last call. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Right? Stop
So we're gonna do a drawing in about 9 or 10 minutes.
I know.
Funko Pops. Put your first and last name down if you want to begin the drawing.
Come on, guys, it's like a real episode, you know? You get the cliffhangers.
Oh. Okay. Cut to exterior Paozu Forest evening. Wide overhead shot. We don't see the carnage that takes place. We just hear it. And from the sound of things, Goku must be getting slaughtered. Back to the scene. When we return to the forest, we see Goku standing surrounded by scores of dead wolves. Okay. His clothes are dirty and tattered. He takes a furtive glance at the old tractor. Dead. He heads off down to the road on foot. Dissolved to exterior Paozu Village night. The quaint little village of Paozu Village is a peaceful little upper middle class town. We could have used this the first scene. An old ornate church is the centerpiece of the village. Goku arrives at Kira's house to find the party is over. Kids are hanging out in the front yard, smoking. Some of them, smoking. Some of them are making out. Smoking some of them. Some are paired off. Yeah.
To drive by.
It happens. Oh, some are paired off and driving away in a cool futuristic cars and pickup trucks. A group of girls walks past Goku. He addresses them.
Hey, have you seen Kira?
She's over there.
It just says teen girl as the character, so I think she nailed it. The girl points to a large oak tree in the front yard. You can see the back of Kira's head poking out from behind the tree. Goku approaches. He walks over to the tree, nervous. He silently rehearses his pickup line. He sits down by one of the large wheels.
Just a short rest, and I'll be on my...
Before he knows it, Goku has fallen asleep. Dissolved to exterior Paozu Forest later, Goku has been asleep for some time now. As he sleeps, Goku tosses and turns. He is having a nightmare. We see his eyes flutter behind closed lids. It's a bad one. Whoosh! Dream sequence! Interior, Gohan's cottage, night. We see his nightmare in shattered images. Grandpa Gohan battles with some kind of furry, fanged, man-like creature. Yeah! Oh, yeah. It is a fight to the death. The creature rears back to deliver a death blow, then blackout. Exterior, Paozu Forest, morning. Goku wakes up. The morning sun is just starting to rise over the horizon. Goku looks like he feels.
Oh, I'm gonna get it.
He heads home. Exterior, Gohan's cottage, morning. When Goku arrives home, he is horrified to see that the beautiful cottage and courtyard are in shambles. The cottage itself is half burned down.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, that's Grandpa. What?
No, it's me!
Grandpa! My cottage burned down. That's right.
He rushes into the smoldering cottage, kicking debris out of his way. Interior, Gohan's cottage, morning. He almost trips over the burnt, smoldering corpses of Cal and Wulan.
That's my line! Oh my god! No!
Goku kneels down by the corpses of his two friends. Tears well in his eyes. No time to mourn.
What has happened?
Gotta find Grandpa.
It's the worst tragedy you'll ever see.
He looks around frantically.
Oh yeah, it's me. Grandpa!
The only one alive right now.
So much has happened!
Yeah.
I'm out of money, Grandpa!
A noise, a choking, gurgling sound coming from Gohan's study.
Grandpa!
He rushes into the study to find Gohan, laying on his back, beaten and bloody. He gasps for breath like a beached fish. Goku rushes to his side, kneeling down by him.
Grandpa, what happened?
I was attacked.
By a fish?
Yes, it sucked.
Wait here! I'll go find a doctor.
Gohan takes Goku's hand in his bloody hand and pulls him back.
No, it's too late for me.
Tears start to well in Goku's eyes.
Grandpa! No!
Come closer, son.
Goku leans closer.
Grandson.
Grandpa, I'm so sorry. I disobeyed you. I went to the party and I broke the tractor and
Gohan smiles. He reaches up and touches Goku's face.
It's okay, grandson. I forgive you. But that's not important now.
He grabs Goku and places a bloody object in his hands. It is a Dragon Ball. A real-life Dragon Ball. Gohan is starting to fade. In broken gasps, Gohan tells Goku,
The Namek Jins have returned. They have a Dragon Ball. Find Master Roshi, my master, my teacher, the last of the great masters.
Gohan breaks into a coughing fit, spitting up blood as he does. He's dying. There's not much life left in him.
if you clap hard enough, he may live.
Not the work, guys.
No, I'm sorry, I'm screwed.
I don't think you guys clapped hard enough. With his last dying breath, he says,
Go to Paozu village. The old priest will tell you how to find Roshi, but beware when Dragon Balls fall into the hands of evil, unwholesome things rise from the earth. Must stop them before the eclipse.
and with that, Grandpa Gohan dies. Goku opens his mouth to scream his grief, but no sound comes out except the sound of on the next Dragon Ball Z. Hey, what's up there? Yeah. What is it? It is that time to wrap up. Would we Yeah, definitely. So we're gonna finish this because we always finish, these terrible scripts that we find.
Eventually.
Eventually. But you can catch us at twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live. We are a awesome Twitch, not Twitch, but like website. We stream, we do all this fun stuff. We're also on YouTube if you want. I don't have all the addresses, but go to colorcircuit.com and you can find out all that fun stuff. We are about to do this raffle. How many do we have? 7?
We have 7. Yeah, before we start, all you guys, because I know this is an anime con, I know like half of you guys watch anime. Starting on Monday, we're doing a live anime debate show, which will be really cool at 9 o'clock every Monday. The first episode is going to be Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter, if you want to call it that, versus My Hero Academia, or Boku no Hero. So we do just so you guys know.
Everybody's going to be so mad.
Want to check out the rest of the episodes? So we do more?
Yeah.
Good one.
How do we do this? Is it heartless, like we pick for you, or
Maybe one of each of the panelists should draw.
Yeah.
Yeah!
All right.
So drawing for the Bulma.
Ooh!
That's my favorite one, so whoever gets that, I'm very jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, and like we said, on twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live, if you want to see the rest of this, we'll be performing the rest of the script, and if you already like what you heard, yeah, it only gets better from here.
We got a ton of stuff, guys.
Erica
Got some more of those
G.
handouts you can give out. Yeah, this side.
Yes.
Eric, are you Erica G?
Yes.
Congratulations. Treat her well.
By the way, if you guys go to YouTube and check out Color Circuit, we also have a couple other episodes where we've torn apart Spider-Man and Batman.
Oh yeah, James Cameron wrote a version of Spider-Man, which we do, and it is fantastic.
It's actually pretty
Thank
good.
God it never got out.
Yeah. We just finished up doing a 3-parter for the 1983 version of Batman, and holy crap, it's insanity. Batman kills people.
Who plays Spider-Man? His name is Tate.
Winning the
Tate
perfect
Peterson.
cell
His name
pop.
is Tate Peterson, and he did a
lovely man.
job. He's not here.
Also, guys, anyone's here, before you take off, we have unique badge thingies. So get them
Yeah,
at the door.
Nancy,
You guys
I'm
leave.
gonna butcher this, I'm sorry. Nancy Rakowski?
Nancy?
Hey, there goes the winner. Is she the one who got perfect cell?
Nancy,
Yes.
you are the perfect cell. We've always thought that about you.
Oh, good. Hey.
All right, who's
All
on
right,
third?
drawing for the Krillin
I
pop.
ruined Erica's name. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's too bad. We have Pearl Modine.
This is yours.
Thank you.
All right, and for the next one, Piccolo, our winner is Eric Benavides.
Congratulations.
All right, for future Trunks.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Give us that National Geographic voice.
Kelsey Sandoval.
Oh, hey, yeah.
You guys having a good time? Oh yeah! All right.
Good.
Remember, you're all winners to us.
And for Trunks, we got Diana.
Albuquerque Harley Quinn. No.
Hey, Zach, are you going to be the last one to draw a name on this one? Do it, Zach.
Hi.
Drum roll.
Do I get a drum roll?
Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
Last one for the summer suit.
It is Desiree Quintana.
Keep going. Thematically appropriate. I like it.
Yes.
Guys, thank you for coming and taking part in our manic panel.
Yeah.
was a little
Thank you
crazy,
so
guys.
much.
Yeah, and please, again, you can find us at twitch.tv/Color Circuit Live. You can also find us on the Color Circuit channel on YouTube, colorcircuit.com, and on Twitter at CLR Circuit. Please, give us your traffic.
I'll give them back at a
We're gonna let's put some stuff on the table. They can get it when they get out.
Yeah, guys, we'll finish this up. Don't worry, we're not gonna leave you hanging.
Oh yeah.
So
Thanks.
What's gonna happen next? I don't know.
I do declare, Mr. Beauregard.
So excited!
Oh, yeah, haven't seen half the voices we're doing yet.
Oh.
Can I get a picture with all you guys?
of course.
Yeah, please.
All right, but you gotta ask a lady. Ask him if he'll give you a photo. Hey, ain't the pictures. Hurry up.
Huddle in here.
I'm marching here.
Sweet.
We're coming.
We're coming.
One second. Waiting for everyone to get settled.
All right, think we're started.
Okay, I took 3.